Hi, today we are going to discuss about product of array except self. So given an array nums of an integer square and greater than 1, return an array output such that output of I is equal to the product of all the elements of nums except nums of I. So basically they have given an array. So we need to find the product of the entire array except self. That means so except at particular index we need to calculate the product of all the elements for the rest of the array. So at index 0, we need to calculate the product of 1 to end of the array. So 2, 3, 4, it's 24. At 2, we need to calculate 1, 3, 4, it's 12. At 3, we need to calculate 2 into 1 into 4, so it's 8. At 4, we need to calculate for 3 to 1, so it's 6. So if you see, uh, 0, 1 to 3, so indexes, and 1, 2, 3, 4 are nums of I. And so if you see the calculation of the products 24, 12, 8 and 6, so all these are formed. You can get a clear observation over here that it is formed by the product of all right elements. Here you can see the product of all left elements into right elements. This is formed by all the left elements and the right elements. Here it is formed by all the left elements. So if we know the left elements of the at the current index, product of all the left elements and product of all the right elements, so you can multiply those both and you can get the value. Or this can be done in one more way. So if we can find the product of all the elements in the array and divide it by the value at the current index, but in the sum they have given a follow-up and they mentioned we should solve without division. So we can do in this way manner. At current index we can multiply the product of all the elements to the left and product of all the elements to the right. And coming here you can see I created two arrays like left array and right array. And so initially I have calculated at the index 0, the previous element is 0, so we can calculate this by previous element value into the nums of I minus 1. So the value at the current, you can say like LA of I equal to LA of I minus 1 into nums of I, so the previous element. So basically we are calculating in this way. And for the right element we are calculating array, one more right array, that is reverse of the left array kind of. And finally we are calculating by product of two arrays, LA and RA. Yeah, let's get started coding. I hope you understand the explanation. Yeah. So initially I have taken L equal to length of the array. So I have taken three arrays. So LA, RA, LA means left array, product of all the left array, and RA means product of all the elements at the current index, right elements product, and answer is product of left array and RA, right array. So I have taken so first we are building the left array. So before building left array, I taking the value of 0 as 1. So for so we are multiplying by LA of I means 1. It will be the product of all the left elements product into nums of I minus 1. See, for example, consider at the index 3, 2. So if we know all the values product of all the left elements till this index, To get the value for all the elements to this index, we need to multiply this 2 with the LA of 5 minus 1. So that's how we are getting this value. Next, we are building the right array. So basically here what we are doing is we are multiplying at the current index, for example at index 1. So if we know the values to product of all the elements still here, that will be the value of r of j plus 1, and we are multiplying that with the j plus nums of j plus 1, and we will get the product of all the elements to the right at that current index. And finally, for getting the answer, just we are multiplying the left array and the right array. Perfect. 94.32%. Okay, it's perfect. It's 94.32%. Here we can observe one thing. Instead of using two arrays like left array and right array, so we can use only one single array like answer array, and we can store all the left array values in the answer array initially, and then while calculating the right array elements, product of the right elements, we can multiply the product of the right elements with the left elements and store directly into the answer array. So we can minimize the space over there. So even that will be like big of n, but as per the question mentioned that the output array doesn't count as extra space, then we can consider it as a big of 1. So that can be this code can be modified for that purpose. So once removing both the left and right array and answer array. So instead of array, I'm taking a single variable. And the r will be multiplied with the current value. Thanks guys, hope you like it. Please subscribe. Thanks, bye.